Hey everybody, how's it going? Dreader55 here, and I've been playing Dead by Daylight for quite a while, so I'm going to do my review finally on it. So I'm going to show you guys almost everything in the game, so this might be quite a long review. So let's get right to it. Right here I'm showing you guys the rituals which you can do every single day. As long as you complete one, it'll be another one, or you can trash it after a certain amount of days. It gives you more blood points. You can use a specific killer, or be a specific person, or heal, or whatever. Alright, let's show you guys the killers. There is 6 different killers. There's a trapper, he has bear traps. The wraith, he can become invisible, so you can't see him to the last second, so you don't hear a heartbeat. The hillbilly is a chainsaw. You just sprint at you full speed with the chainsaw and knocks you into the dying state at one time. The nurse, she can dash and then just hit you and put you in a dying state, or just dash a couple times. There's a hag, she can lay down traps and just teleport to them. And there's a doctor who you can just shock them and just cause a person to have hallucinations so you can detect them. Alright, so now I'll show you guys the add-ons. So some add-ons on here you can increase. For the doctor, for example, you can increase the distance, have madness be triggered more often, so you have madness level 2, so you can get the hallucinations, so you can see where they're at. There's also offerings, which can have send you a certain map, have dim lights, like dim moonlight, so you'll see each other that far. And there is perks. Some of the perks give you like a cooldown weapon, or you try to teleport them to a basement so they can not escape that easily. There's something like an iron grasp where you can't struggle out as fast. And each killer and survivor has different types of perks, their own specific perks, I should say, and you can get them at a certain level. Because once you get to that certain level, you gotta unlock them right here in the blood web. The blood web is where you get all the skills and the add-ons, all that stuff I was showing you guys before, and it costs a certain amount of blood points. So in order to get the more blood points, you gotta do the rituals, or just work on generators, or kill or sacrifice survivors, whatever. So right here is like a little chest. You can just get something random. Sometimes you get something good, sometimes it can be something bad. Also on the top right, if you see like the little blue with a red circle, I guess I think it's shrines. I forgot exactly what it's called, but it helps you get like certain skills. You can access it in the blood web. But as you guys can see right now, I just got one of the skills, and you see that black dark red circle, whatever, which is circle up, what just came right there. It's just gonna take away one of the skills. So you gotta know specifically where you want to go if you want to get the skill first. So it's a big decision you gotta make, and it gets tougher later on because it comes more quickly. So right now I'm just gonna finish all this, and then just like a little bit of a lag here. It's just not my recording, it's just actually the game just freezes for a second. And then get another blood web. It's always random, so you may get some good perks you want to get, or some bad things you might end up getting. It's always different, so you gotta keep on leveling up and find out. Alright, so moving on, I'm about to show you guys the shrines I was telling you about. So it's like it resets every 7 days. You can keep them, I believe, once you ready to unlock them. Sometimes it's all different, so maybe one of them can be for survivors only, or other ones can be for killers only, and you gotta get I guess the points for that, which I don't remember exactly how to get, but you had to play the game, just do well, I guess. So right now, you show you guys the customizations for each character. There, so far from what I know, you don't unlock them in game. You just randomly comes out. And here is the survivors, list of survivors. All of them has different perks. It's like you show you guys with the killers. There's also like Dwight. You can actually, I don't think I ever showed. Yeah, Dwight. He can actually boost up the speed, or work on the generator faster, whatever. So it's really good. It's really gotta depend on who you want to work on. So you want to be a team player, you want to be somebody that helps them their skills only, so on and so forth. Alright, and right here I'm gonna show you guys all the perks. Same thing with the killers. You get different perks, and you also get to bring stuff in game. You You can bring a skeleton key, which you can find a trapdoor, can escape much faster. You have a med kit to heal yourself or heal other teammates. And there's a flashlight to blind the killer. Some items may be good, some items may be bad, but it's also add-ons to help and make the item better. And you can also just not come with anything and just search through a chest and just bring something out. So that can also work in your favor. You don't have to always bring something. And this is the blood web. Your blood points is shared amongst all of them, meaning it's like if you have 20,000, you better use that wisely. You want to level up your killers, or you want to level up one of your survivors. It's just really gotta be specific, and it takes over. And just want to level up everybody's gonna take quite a long time. Because sometimes you can just not do good and just suck, or you just do well, and there you go. So you can play with friends, all you guys to play together, or you can play in private match. And I'm gonna show you guys some of the gameplay right now. So right now I'm just being the killer. And I was saying before, you can invite 3 of your friends. All 4 of you guys could play online, but you can, unless you play a private match, you cannot be a killer and a survivor like in the same party. It won't let you do that because they want to keep people boosted. So right now I'm just playing a doctor. I do like using him because it's madness. You can just find people quickly. And just what you got to do is, as a killer, just kill those people before they get the generator. Just make sure nobody escapes. So once you knock them down, you can see the blood trails, why it's not always a good idea to run. Once you find that, you cannot kill the survivors unless you have a certain perk on, which sucks, I know, but it makes it better because it's not like you can always just kill them right away. So sometimes you gotta just knock them down, or you can just have one of the other perks. I forgot exactly what it's called, but you can just kill them, all 4 of them, as long as you catch them. So right now I'm just finding everybody here. So you want to get hit. If you want to get hate mail, you can just camp the person's body and never let them be revived. But right now I just have an idea of where these people are at. So they're trying to come save him. So I'm just gonna be somewhat camping around his body, making sure nobody comes there, because I don't want him to be revived and I have to go chase down the person again. So if you're hooked before and somebody comes save you, like right now, you can still be chased and just put right back on the hook and just be starting like Half-Life. So it depends on how many times you be hooked the first time, and just get hooked again. It puts you like halfway through it, or it depends on when you get saved. I know as long as it's 3 times, no matter if you got full health or whatever, you would just completely be sacrificed. So right now this person was struggling. I could have killed both of them, but I didn't, just because I don't want the person to just struggle and just get knocked off of me and just run away. So that's one thing. That's another thing you gotta pay attention to. And if you're fighting the last survivor, and they're down to 3 generators, you gotta watch out, because the trapdoor will automatically activate and they can escape. And you will hear like a howling sound, I guess. You hear like a different sound, like the trapdoor has been open. So you just gotta make sure they're not going after it. And right now I'm just right here. I was just being distracted. That's what people like to do, just distract them, and then somebody else can just go save the person. And this guy was playing a smart teammate, trying to make sure I hit him, because she can last longer on the hook. But I managed to get both of them, and I was able to win this game. I'm not gonna show you guys the whole entire gameplay because it's gonna be quite long. And right now I just lost track of where the hell that first person was. So that's another thing. Never lose track of the people that you down, unless you have the perk on. You can actually see their body. So right now, just looking around randomly, and luckily I had that sound, because if you have to heal a person, make sure you don't heal it without any mess ups. Meaning it's like there will be a skill check. You just gotta press L1 at the right time. If you mess up, it'll just generator blow up, or you just get some type of notification that the killer's like, oh, somebody's over there. They're either working on the hex, a totem, which can help the killer if they have the perk on bottom right with what I have on, or trying to heal someone. They'll heal, working on a generator, or you blow it up. Just make sure you do not mess up, because every mess up can just cost you the game. So that is really it for the killer side. We show you guys the survivor side. When you do the survivor, you get like spawn like this. Sometimes everybody, whether you're the killer or the survivor, they'll just spin around the camera to see your surrounding areas. If you're spawning next to a generator, that's not always good because it's most likely a killer around there, and you don't have a map unless you find a perk. And you will hear heartbeats like do-doom, do-doom, like whatever, to let you know a killer is nearby, so you make sure you gotta hide. They can probably see you from afar and you won't know, so it's best to always crouch, walk, or sometimes you gotta run. So right now it's cleaning the totem. It gives me points, and maybe they have a perk on that actually benefits them for having the totem on, or total uncleansed. So just getting rid of that. Then you gotta work on the generators. You can either be a good teammate, help out your people that's dying, or just say screw them, just use them as bait. It can go either way. But I mostly just sometimes like to play as a good person, because it's always good. And here comes the other person. You just randomly reunite with each other, and he has a toolbox, which can help with the generator, work on the generator faster, or just sabotage one of the hooks so you don't get sacrificed. And once the hooks get sabotaged, they have like a couple of minutes before they respawn, and whenever you're in the basement, you cannot sabotage the hooks. So that's really about the basics of the game. And you can see here in the background, like one of the person just got hooked. The best thing to do when you get hooked, just don't struggle. Don't like try to unhook yourself, because there's a chance you might get unhooked, but it's also like every unsuccessful attempt you die faster. So it's best to just delay it. And I forgot to say this, when you're hooked, you can see where your teammates is at, whether they'll try to come save you or whatever. So you just gotta make sure you benefit the team. Some people just don't really care or whatever. Bottom line is, I do like this game. There is a few things I don't like. It's the animations where you get hit. It just feels like it's just kind of cheesy. It's not really just like fluid. But that's not really that much a problem to me. Also, the connection on here is not that great at times. I notice when I get unhooked, sometimes I just start lagging out of nowhere. So it is player hosted lobby, so the killer is always the host. So if the killer has a great connection, then that's good. But if they don't, it could be really bad for you, or sometimes it could be really bad for the killer because they probably can't hit you. And there is like, I think 4 maps on this game, 4 or 5 maps on here. So it's always a random chance you get to play a different map on the same map. You don't really know unless you use a perk or one of the offerings to have it set to one of the other maps. But overall, I do like this game. Just wish there was like more into it, and there's no voice chat in this game, so there's that. So basically, it's like either you find your teammates and communicate just like throughout the game. Just gotta make sure you know your smarts, or you just play with a whole bunch of idiots and just be screwed over. So that is really it about the game. Also, I forgot to mention again, there is a ranking on here, and you start from 20. I think the reset is every 13th of every single month, or maybe they changed it, where it's like you start from 20, then you work your way down to the top, the rank number 1. So let's say you're a human survivor and you work on a generator that's actually good, helps you build up more points, rank up better. But if you do bad, die immediately, you lose points, so you may just get D-ranked. It's best to work on one class, like one setting, like survivor or the killer. So you can just be very good at survivor, work your way up to that, and then just like spend your blood points to work on your killer. So you just have a level 20 high. You be a killer level 20 survivor rank. Oh my god, it's a killer rank 20, but have a very high level, so I can actually work in your favor and you kill the people that's level 20 noobs. So overall in this game, I do like it. There's some bad things about it. I give this game about a 7.5 out of 10, because it's like there's a few things on here that can just be worked on. It's not saying it's a bad game, but I do like it more better than Friday 13th. I don't own Friday 13th, but it's like I get to be a killer anytime I want and not just play and not just be random and just play as a human almost all the time, 90% of the time. And it's only a five player game. So that is Dead by Daylight, guys. It is $30 digital and physical. They're going to be adding more maps to this game later on. So hope you guys enjoyed this review. I know it's long. I do apologize for it. Just try to cover every basis of the game. So that is it for this video, guys. You guys want to play against me or just want to play Survivors with me, you just go ahead and add me to Dread55 PS4. And that is it for this video. So hopefully this video was helpful to you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, stay safe and happy gaming.